my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Standing in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
First off, let me talk my got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action with Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And space tough to come by there. So we get maybe a yard to the 37. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And here's Rodgers on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
39.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 16, Ryan. And he's got it. Touchdown. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Willis. That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
On the jump. 18 Cardinal.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Check smash. Check Bobcat. Hey, check that. Street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
On the return, it's Rodgers. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Hey, 59, ready? Check.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The Colts at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
From midfield now, here's Ryan.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Third and long. It's Ryan.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
58.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell from 19 yards away.
And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Gun.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And some room to work. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 23-yard line. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
11.
run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
51, Tom!
Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd and 2, Ryan. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the 3rd quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Fourth down, Willis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Ryan to throw. Touchdown, Colts!
Chase Claypool, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league,
Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry
with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now down to 20. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
21! Cut!
Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Steps away.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The offense on third down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Inside handoff, Henry. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Woods has it complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Trap 60.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Third down, it's Willis. This is caught, it's Woods. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 back.
1st and 10, it's Willis. Phillips has it, running the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and 3. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Willis now off of play action. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Henry. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They'll run, it's Henry. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 9. Now Ryan back into his end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Ryan able to hit his target, Claypool. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ryan wants to throw it. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Willis on the option to the right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And it's a Titans touchdown. Touchdown. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Bullet good on the extra point, and that cuts the ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Third and 2. Now Trubisky. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Chase Claypool. 40 yards. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. To throw for it is Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. He's at the 50. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Cut 19!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Go street! 60 average!
On 3rd down, it's Willis. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.